题的。好，我们今天要讲剩食跟剩食，好，就是生产的饮食的食物跟太多浪费的食物。好，那前段呢，我们会请艾瑞老师跟我们进行这个主题的分享。好，那艾瑞老师的那一张笔记栏呢，在组长那里。好，那一张在组长那里。好，所以请组长等一下上课的时候，就依据就是艾瑞老师上课的内容，稍微做一点笔记，好不好？好啊，那本来大家都应该要有一张啦，我有印好，但它离奇的消失了。放心啦，我会补给大家，好不好？可以啊，就是那个啊，艾瑞老师的那个笔记栏那个啊，好不好？可以吗？好，那前面呢，还有人需要笔吗？还有人需要圆珠笔吗？都有了哦，好，太好了。那我们要先上课喽，好不好？好，我们要先请艾瑞老师先跟大家分享，就是剩食的这个议题。好，那这个议题呢，基本上其实它是一个还蛮重要的，在永续发展的环境里面，它其实是一个重要的议题。我们在前面讲的低碳，那接下来我们要再接这个主题呢，就请大家看一下，那这样组长你在做笔记的时候你就摘要，好不好？就摘要啊，那看没清楚的就自己举手再问，那艾瑞老师就帮你们回到你们需要的那一页，这样可以吗？没问题，没有对不对？太棒了。那我们来看一下今天要上的主题哦，就是这里。好。那就先把时间给艾瑞老师好了。
Okay, so like teacher Mandy said, so we are going to learn a new topic, food loss and food waste. Okay? Okay, let's start. Okay, that's first. So, before we dive further, so there are 4 features, okay? From all these, which one would you buy? Can somebody give me random answer? If you need to buy fruits, would you buy number 1, number 2, 3, or 4? Anyone? All. Huh? For you, all. And then? Number 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. Okay. Everybody likes number 4, so it's like fruit. So most of you, I would say, would prefer to buy either number 4 or number 2. You don't want to buy number 1 and number 3, right? Even though they taste the same, right? So usually people call this ugly fruit. Why do you want to buy this if I can buy this one, right? So this is considered as food loss and food waste. And then we need to know which one, whether it's food loss or food waste. So far, okay? Understand? Yeah, okay. So before we get the answer of part 1, food loss and food waste are divided into these categories. How do you know if it's food loss or food waste? When it happens on the farm, when it happens during processing or packaging, or storage and transfer and distribution, it's called food loss. So, but when it comes to you, the consumer, it will call food waste. Okay? So anything happen during this time is called food loss. Or anything happen during this period, this area, is called food waste. So far, okay? So that's the difference between the two. Now let's look at the video and then they will talk more about food waste.
problem is, 1/3 of all food produced globally goes to waste. That's 931 million tonnes. At the same time, 1 in 9 people go hungry. Instead of feeding people, food waste feeds climate change. Because when food ends up in landfill, it produces methane, a toxic greenhouse gas which damages the environment. In fact, wasting food wastes everything, all of the precious resources it takes to produce it, like water, land, energy, and money. Did you know that throwing away one hamburger wastes the same amount of water as 15 bathtubs? Sadly, food is wasted at every stage of the supply chain. On farms and during the manufacturing process, when food is transported, at the supermarket, in restaurants, and from our homes.
Food waste.
In Australia, over 7.6 million tonnes of food gets wasted every year. That's enough to fill an average footy stadium to the brim 10 times, which costs our economy $36.6 billion, with the majority coming from our homes. But there's good news. Food waste at home is mostly avoidable. OzHarvest did some research to find out the best way to tackle this problem, and it turns out to be nice and easy. Simply use it up. That's right. Look at what you already have that needs to be used before buying more. And then make sure you use it up so nothing goes to waste. It's just about getting into good habits, and you can start today. Save food, save money, save the planet.
So this video is Australian video. You can hear the accent today. Back here. Okay. So far so good. Food loss and food waste, right? So food loss, where anything happens at the farm, factory, and truck, that's food loss. When it happens at restaurant or school, that's food waste. Okay. Why? Maybe bad weather, so the plant didn't grow. Bugs eating up the vegetables, or ugly food because they cannot sell it, right? They will throw it or they even sell it to you. But for food waste, sometimes we buy too much, cannot finish. So we just throw it away. Okay, so that's food waste. And then who usually have the food loss is the farmer and producer. But then food waste is because all of us, you and me. Okay? If we don't eat enough, if we throw it away, that's food waste. So how about in Taiwan itself? Because the video before is Australian video, right? So let's see how well Taiwan is doing. This video is in English because Taiwan Plus.
Enough food waste each year to fill more than 10,000 skyscrapers. Environment Ministry numbers show that the country throws away about 620,000 metric tons of food waste annually. That's enough to fill Taiwan's tallest building, Taipei 101, 10,000 times.
10,000.
The waste comes from school lunches. Major cities throw away between 1 and 9 tons of food from school lunches every day. Student surveys show that they do not finish their lunches because they don't like the food, but still report feeling hungry. Authorities say students need to be taught about nutrition and the importance of not wasting food, especially the usual suspect, vegetables.
的确，在学校在青菜孩子的使用的情况其实是比较差的。让孩子喜欢吃青菜，这部分是原则，当然跟这个家庭教育啊等等都要努力。
So majority is from the school lunches. So so far okay? Have any questions? Okay. If not, I have a question for you. Okay. So there is enough food produced to feed everyone in the world. Which one is correct? Anybody want to try answer? Huh? B? Absolutely yes. So it's enough for everybody in the whole world. Okay. Now, food loss or you need to buy it, but nobody bought it, right? Too much. Okay, wasted. Okay, moving on, okay? So there is enough food to feed everyone on the planet. But 1/3 of all food produced is either wasted or lost. And then question for you. So food waste, which one have more food waste? High income country. High income means country that have a lot of money, and or low income country. So food waste is more prevalent. Prevalent means happen normally. In which country? High or low? But then for this country, food loss is more prevalent, more happening in this country. So let's do number 1 first. Food waste. Food waste has more. Is it in the high income or low income country? What do you think? Huh? For food waste, high or low? High. Oh, good. So country that have high income, usually they will have to buy more and then waste more. But then people who live in the low income country, they will have food loss more. For example, the average American wastes about 20 pounds of food each month. But then in Africa, 40% of the food that they grow, they have food loss. Okay. Okay. Let's dive in more into food waste. Okay, waste. So there are 3 categories for food waste. First one is avoidable food waste. Something that you shouldn't throw, but you throw it. Why? It's because you grab too much. So something that you can prevent it. Okay. But then there's number 2, potentially avoidable food waste, meaning that you can use it if you want to. For example, potato peel. Some people can eat it. This one is eatable if you process it the right way. So okay. So like orange peel, you can throw it, but you can also eat it if you make it into like snack, right? Some kind of snack. Okay. But the last one, no matter how much you want to eat it, you cannot eat it anymore. So banana peel or like eggshell, you cannot eat it anymore. It's done. So far okay? Okay. So how to reduce food waste? For example, one of it, you can plan your meal. If you want to cook something, make sure you buy just enough for making that meal. Know how to store your food to make it prolong the time you can put it in the freezer, right? Or you understand the difference between use by and best before date. So use by, after passing that date, you cannot use it anymore. But best before, after passing that date, you can still use it, but it's not as good as before the best before date. Or avoid serving too much. Yeah. So far okay? Understand? Another way, so be creative. If you have some leftover vegetables like cucumber, you can make vegetable stock or pickle to make the life longer, right? And then eat leftovers. If you cannot finish it, don't throw it away. Keep it, put it in the fridge, and then eat it the next time. And then this one I think is true. Don't go grocery shopping when you are hungry because you tend to buy more. What do you think? I think this is true, right? Okay, so far so good? No question? Okay, more question for you than from me. This one maybe no. We will watch it later in the after. Okay, so these countries have more food waste, except which country? A, B, C, or D? Huh? More food waste, but except means no, not a lot of food waste. What do you think? Canada, Austria, Africa, of the following has the most food waste? What do you think? Agriculture, restaurant, households, or distribution industry? Oh, I hope this is correct. This is from Google Translate. What do you think? A, B, C, or D? Huh? C, household. Good job. Alright, household, correct. So roughly, what fraction of global food is wasted each year? Or should be lost and wasted each year? What do you think? Half, 1/3, 1/4, or 1/5? C, right? 1/3. Good. Okay, next. This is very difficult, okay? C, you sure? Yes? C, good job, is better. Oh, good. Okay. What food when wasted represents the biggest waste of energy? What do you think? Is it fruits? Is it vegetables, seafood, or meat? It's not in the video, but I mean, you can think about it, they explain it, but you have to think more. What do you think? Huh? A, B, C, or D? D? You sure? Correct, it's meat, right? Because you use a lot of energy. Yeah. You use a lot of energy because to raise one cow, you need to give a lot of water, right? A lot of resources. Okay. What can we do to reduce food waste? Stop eating, buy ugly food, or cook as much food as we can. This should be very easy. What can we do to reduce food waste? C, cook as much as you can. What about if you cannot finish? Should be B, buy ugly food, right? Okay. Last one, but not least, okay? Last one. Did you finish your lunch? Okay.